Hi yogis! Today we'll be going through a short tutorial for the arm balance pose Bakasana. I love this pose because it's kind of like an introductory arm balance, so you can get started right away learning the techniques to eventually get your feet off of the ground. I recommend doing at least a short warm-up before going into this practice. It just gives you a chance to get your muscles moving, to warm up your arms and shoulders and your core, and that's going to make these arm balance practices feel a whole lot better. All right, let's begin. So I like to start off Bakasana prep with a squat or modified squat position. So you can have your heels lifted, or if you're comfortable going into Malasana, your full squat, you can squat down, or even go partially down with your hands on the ground in front of you. From here, first we'll practice grounding. You want your hands to be evenly spaced, about shoulder distance apart, and you're also spreading your fingers out wide. Then bring your knees onto your triceps and work to get your knees up high, close to your armpits. So this might take a little maneuvering to get into place. Once your knees are up high on the triceps, use your fingers to grip into the mat. So you'll actually bend your fingers a bit here. And once you feel that grip, then start to bring your weight forward. Notice how I'm rolling up on my toes to push my knees into my arms and to bring my weight into my hands. What you can do here is go back and forward gradually, just getting used to the feeling of weight into your palms. Once you feel used to the weight in your palms, you can start to go a little more forward. Activate your core by squeezing your belly button to spine. Hug your elbows and knees in towards center, and that's just going to give you a little more power and lift. And then eventually you're playing around with getting the feet off of the floor. So maybe start with one foot and then try the other foot. And eventually we're working on getting both feet to hover off of the ground. When you're comfortable with the hover, you can start to pull your heels up toward your hips, squeeze inward with your arms and legs, and engage your core. The core strength is never to be underestimated. Yes, you'll be using your arms, you'll be using your hands, your shoulders, but the core is really going to give you that feeling of lift rising upward. Now I realize that arm balances can be scary because essentially your face is getting quite close to the floor and fears can come up like, what happens if my face hits the floor? I'm gonna break my teeth. That's not gonna happen, but to make yourself feel a little more comfortable, you can place something soft in front of your face essentially on the mat, and that will just give you a little more of that support that you're craving, so that even if you do slip off of your arms, you'll have a really soft landing. Remember, when you're practicing your arm balances, bring in a sense of playfulness and fun. It's not too serious, and you want to give yourself some room to practice and learn and grow. Take it step by step and take your time having fun with the process. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.